Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. Elizabeth Thornton has always been the emotional anchor of Hope Valley, but this season she seems more human than ever before. The tragedy and triumph of her past have given her wisdom, but also walls. As the season begins, we find her caught in an inner storm, trying to balance her loyalty to her late husband's memory and her growing bond with Nathan. She's no longer afraid of love, but she's afraid of what it might change. The letters she keeps in her desk drawer, ones she wrote but never sent, reveal a truth she hasn't even told herself. She's been ready to love again for a long time, but she needed Hope Valley's peace to guide her toward the courage to admit it. Nathan Grant, meanwhile, has been trying to keep his feelings contained like a soldier guarding a secret mission. But the more time he spends with Elizabeth, the harder it becomes to keep his composure. In one of the season's most anticipated arcs, Nathan is assigned a new regional case that could take him away from Hope Valley, perhaps for good. The tension builds as he faces a heartbreaking choice between his duty and his heart. But Hallmark fans know that in this town, destiny always finds its way back. The emotional payoff when Nathan realizes that Hope Valley isn't just his post-teens. His home will leave viewers breathless. However, it's not just about Elizabeth and Nathan this year. Season 13 feels like a tapestry of stories woven together with new colors. Rosemary and Lee Coulter, ever the heart of humor and wisdom, find themselves at a crossroads too. The couple's success with the Valley Voice newspaper brings them unexpected recognition beyond their small town. An offer arrives from a publisher in the city, one that could make Rosemary's dream of becoming a renowned writer come true. But leaving Hope Valley would mean sacrificing the roots they've built, the friends who've become family, and the peace they've fought for. It's a choice that sparks some of the most emotional scenes of the season, especially when Rosemary begins to question whether ambition can coexist with contentment. Faith Carter, after years of being the quiet soul of the town, finally faces her own chapter of transformation. When a new doctor arrives from Union City, charming, but carrying a mysterious past, Faith finds herself torn between professional respect and a growing emotional connection. What starts as a partnership in healing turns into something far more personal. Yet, as secrets about the doctor's former practice begin to unfold, Faith must choose whether to open her heart again or protect herself from another heartbreak. Meanwhile, Lucas Bouchard's presence continues to cast a shadow across Elizabeth's life, though he's no longer the man she once knew. Season 13 shows a more reflective Lucas trying to rebuild his life after his political downfall. He has become a traveler, seeking redemption, sending letters to Hope Valley from faraway towns, letters that Elizabeth occasionally reads but never responds to. One of those letters, however, holds a revelation that could change everything. Fans will discover that Lucas may not be as far removed from the Valley's story as everyone believes. His return, if it happens, might come at a moment when hearts least expect it. But the biggest emotional surprise of the season lies in the heart of young Jack, Elizabeth's son. Now older and more aware of his mother's struggles, begins to ask questions about love, loss, and family. His innocent curiosity brings some of the show's most heartfelt scenes as he asks Nathan one simple question: "Do you love my mom?" That question, asked in pure honesty, sets off a chain of emotional moments that ripple through the entire community. For Nathan, it's the moment he realizes that love isn't something you wait for. It's something you step into. Season 13 doesn't shy away from conflict either. There's tension brewing between the old and new settlers in Hope Valley. A businessman from Hamilton arrives, promising to modernize the town with electric lines, new housing, and a factory that could bring jobs. At first, everyone seems thrilled, but the project threatens the charm of Hope Valley itself. The townsfolk must decide whether progress is worth the price of peace. Elizabeth, caught in the middle as both teacher and moral voice, becomes the mediator. Her speeches in the classroom take on deeper meaning this year. She's not just teaching arithmetic and history, but lessons of community and courage. There's also a delicate mystery running beneath the season. Strange letters begin appearing in the mailboxes of Hope Valley residents, unsigned and filled with cryptic advice. Some are uplifting, others unsettling. At first, people think it's a prank, but soon they realize the letters reveal personal truths no outsider could know. Elizabeth starts to suspect that someone from their past might be watching from afar. When the truth finally emerges, it leads to one of the most emotional reveals of the entire Season A, return of a character thought gone forever, whose reappearance stirs tears and joy alike. Even Henry Gowan, the once feared businessman, finds redemption on a level no one predicted. After years of regret, Henry dedicates himself to rebuilding the orphanage he once tried to close down. His scenes with the children show a man trying to make peace with himself before it's too late. But his health becomes a concern, and as he grows weaker, he begins writing letters of forgiveness to those he's wronged. His journey this season is a quiet but powerful meditation on grace and change, a storyline that will leave fans sobbing and inspired in equal measure. In one unforgettable episode, Elizabeth organizes a town-wide festival that marks both the 10th anniversary of the schoolhouse and the unity of the town. The decorations, the laughter, the heartfelt speeches, everything feels perfect until the sky darkens and a sudden storm hits. The chaos forces the townspeople to take shelter together, reigniting old friendships and sparking new ones. In the flickering candlelight, Elizabeth and Nathan share a moment of raw emotion that fans have been waiting for since his confession years ago. No grand speeches, no rehearsed lines, just a simple handhold and a promise that love sometimes grows strongest in the quiet after the storm. Later in the season, Hallmark introduces a fresh phase, a woman named Clara Winslow, a widowed artist traveling through Hope Valley. Her quiet grace captures the curiosity of everyone, especially Joseph Canfield. Their bond over faith, art, and shared loss brings a new kind of love story to the show, gentle, mature, and soul-deep. It's a storyline that reminds viewers that love doesn't end with age or circumstance, it transforms. As the season nears its finale, rumors of departures and arrivals fill the valley. Some residents may be leaving to chase dreams beyond the hills, while others unexpectedly return. There's talk that a big wedding may close the season, but Hallmark has cleverly kept the identity of the couple under wraps. Some fans suspect Elizabeth and Nathan. Others think it might be Faith and the new doctor, or even Rosemary and Lee, renewing their vows in a symbolic gesture of hope. The final 2 episodes are said to be emotionally charged, with moments of heartbreak, forgiveness, and renewal that echo the earliest days of Hope Valley. A time capsule buried beneath the town square decades ago is discovered, and its contents, letters from the original settlers, remind everyone of why this place exists: to bring hope when life feels uncertain. Reading those words together, the townsfolk realize that their greatest strength has always been each other. Elizabeth's closing monologue, as the season wraps, is said to be one of the most moving in the show's history. Standing before her students, she reflects on how love doesn't always arrive the way we expect, sometimes takes detours, storms, and heartbreak to reach its destination. And as she looks out the window to see Nathan riding toward the schoolhouse, viewers will feel the weight of every season before it. The smile that spreads across her face isn't just joy, it's recognition. Recognition that after all these years, she's finally found her heart's home. Behind the scenes, cast members have described Season 13 as the most emotional yet. Aaron Krakow reportedly said in a recent interview that this year, Elizabeth feels real in a new way, like she's no longer surviving her story. She's writing it. Kevin McGarry added that Nathan's growth is about learning that love isn't about protection. It's about presence. Their chemistry, as insiders claim, has never been more natural. Directors have captured more intimate, unscripted moments between them: quiet smiles, unplanned laughter, even subtle touches that weren't in the script, but made it into the final cut. Production insiders also hint at a few cinematic surprises. For the first time, a portion of the season is filmed during autumn, giving Hope Valley a golden, melancholic atmosphere that mirrors the tone of its stories. The music score has been reimagined, Blending new orchestral themes with echoes of older melodies fans will recognize from early seasons a beautiful nod to how the past and present intertwine. Fans can also expect to see more of Hope Valley's younger generation taking center stage. The children now growing up face lessons of friendship, courage, and change that mirror the adults' emotional struggles. One touching subplot shows young Jack learning to play the violin, performing at the town festival as Elizabeth watches. Tears glimmering in her eyes, a metaphor for healing, for how even the smallest joys can mend the deepest wounds. As the final credits roll, Hope Valley once again reminds everyone why it Conti.